Right, I'm gonna let you guys tune in. So I'm not starting for, oh, what time is it? About 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do some food prep, but I'm excited. Let's get this show on the road, people. Right. So, in fact, oh, I'm not going to turn my grill on yet because it's going to get too hot. In fact, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my book and the response to my book first, which was incredible. You're awesome, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it's out. It was like a year ago that I kind of started this whole like journey, and yeah, it's very, very exciting. And thank you so much to each and every one of you who has messaged me and sent me the most lovely comments and stuff on Instagram. I am actually feeling a little bit sorry for myself today because I obviously had to celebrate in style last night. So yeah, just, you know, living it up in sunny Edinburgh. And by the way, this isn't my kitchen. So for those of you that are tuning in, I like tour the UK with a show. So I'm in a different city every week. So this week I'm in Edinburgh. And I'm staying in this gorgeous house, which is really nice actually, which makes a change from some places that I've stayed in. But yeah, this kitchen is cool. It's all pretty well equipped. And I will be making today an omelette for you guys. I'm just showing you like basically my usual breakfast prep. So I'm gonna get started soon. I'll wait, because I did say 10:30, so I'm not going to start early, but I will just chill and hang out and look at my new book, which is so exciting. Yeah, it still hasn't got old yet. When I went into Waterstones yesterday, I literally like squealed when I saw it on the table. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, anyway, so just going to chat. I feel like this is weird. Like I feel like I should be chatting to someone, but anyway, I hope this is okay, and I hope you guys can see what I'm doing as well, because I've had to like set up. I don't have like a film crew or anything. It's literally my phone and one of those what they're called mini tripod things that I use to film all my videos. So I hope that you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, maybe I'll talk you through what I've got here. I went and picked up these eggs are amazing. There's like a health food shop just down the road from me in Edinburgh. It's like just up there, and I think it's called Real Whole Foods or something like that. And usually like I'm always a bit funny about Whole Food shops and these like kind of independent shops, as much as I love them, but everything is so expensive. But this one's really good and everything's really reasonably priced. So yeah, I picked up these eggs, and you guys have been commenting about the fact that my yolks in my eggs have been like really yellow. And it's always a sign of a happy egg. So I have to say these Oxenrig, laid in Northumberland, are great, and yeah, they are tasty. So I've got some of those. I am making I need my sweet potato. I'm making a sweet potato, parma ham and feta omelette this morning. So this is all part of Jamie's food revolution, so I'm really, really excited to be involved because I am like the biggest Jamie Oliver fan ever. So yeah, I'm a bit of a fangirl moment when I found out that I was going to be doing this. But also, like, if this is something that you guys want to see, like if you want me to do more live cooking, I mean, I'll happily stand here in my pajamas and show you what I do in the morning, like with my usual breakfast. But yeah, this is my sweet potato. This is also from the health food shop, by the way. They grow all their own veg, which is super cool. Yeah, it's looking a little bit worse for wear, as am I. I'm feeling a little bit rough. I went to the most amazing, I don't know if you guys saw my picture on Facebook on Instagram last night. I went to a place called The Dome, and I think it's an old bank in Edinburgh, but I'm not sure actually what it is, but anyway, it was so cool, and it was like, well, you saw the flowers. They had like these huge, big like flower displays, and the ceiling is incredible, and yeah, it was very, very lovely. And then I went to a place called Electric Circus, which is a karaoke bar, which was absolutely hilarious, and that's why I've probably got no voice today, which is, you know, my own fault. But anyway, yeah, I had a very, very good night, and yeah, life is about balance. So if you ever are considering celebrating something big or small, my advice is to just go for it. There's nothing beats a good celebration. Ooh, who's that? Anyway, I'm also loving Edinburgh, by the way. Probably one of my favourite cities I've visited on tour. So if you're from here, I love it here, and I'm jealous. It really, really is such a nice place to live. Yeah. Right, I'm going to check the time, and then if it is 10:30, I am going to start cooking. So give me a sec. Right, I don't even have a clock to check the time, and I can't check it on my phone. So I'm really sorry, but I'm just going to start cooking because I couldn't even tell you what the time is. This place doesn't have a clock. Anyway, cut to the chase. So today, yeah, I'm going to be making a sweet potato, feta and parma ham omelette. And thank you for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, this is Clean Eating Alice. Oh my god, I can't even say my own name. This is Clean Eating Alice live cooking. So it could go terribly wrong. Like, who knows what's going to happen here, guys? I could end up with, you know, some sort of mess. I hope it goes right. I'm not like trying to cover my own back here, but as I am on tour and I'm not in my own kitchen, like none of these utensils are mine. So, oh my god, I'm waving a knife around, dangerous. So, yeah, please don't judge if something doesn't go to plan. I'm just trying to cover my own back here. Right, anyway, so I'm going to start by just halving my sweet potato, and I'm just going to grate it up using my little grater. And this is a great workout too, like who needs a gym? Ugh. So, also I was going to ask you guys, like, if this is a cool thing and if you actually do enjoy watching me, you know, in the kitchen, I could do like a recipe a week or something. So you could like, I could put up a vote on Twitter or something of like my top 3 recipes of the week, and then you guys could vote on which one you want to see me cook. So if that's something that you guys want me to do, then let me know. And I think, by the way, when I just went and tried to look for the time, someone commented something like about purple sweet potatoes. No, I haven't tried them yet, but well, I have tried them before, but not from that shop, if that's what you meant. But if they are there when I next go in, then I'll try and grab some, because yeah, I'm always up for trying new things. They also had the most amazing, I'm just careful I'm not going to like slice my hand off here. They also had the most amazing tomatoes. They were like dark purple tomatoes, which was incredible. So, come on. Right. So I think the best thing about this recipe, and well, omelettes in general, that's why I'm decided to make one. One, because like eggs are my thing, but also because they're so versatile. There's so much you can do with them, and this could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So, you know, versatility is key. I'm going to grate up a bit more. But they're super easy, quick to make, and they taste great too. So yesterday was really exciting, by the way. I'm just going to chat you through what I did. I'm really bad with Snapchat. Like I always say that I'm like, yeah, follow me on Snapchat and see what I'm doing, and then I end up running around all day and forgetting that I haven't posted like one thing. So I'm sorry. I'll try and be better, because I like to keep you guys updated. But yesterday I went to Waterstones in Edinburgh on Princes Street, and I signed some copies. And I actually got a message from someone yesterday saying that they picked up a signed copy of my book they didn't realise, and they got so excited that I'd gone in and signed it. So yeah, that was cool. And then I went to BBC Scotland, or the BBC Scotland building, which was really cool. And I did a radio interview for BBC Three Counties, which is where I'm from, because I'm from Buckinghamshire. So yeah, that was fun. Good interview. And then what did I do after that? Oh, then I went and had a sauna. So I was getting a little bit overwhelmed because I cried about 20 times yesterday. I can't even tell you how excited I was. I couldn't stop crying. So yeah, then I went to the sauna at the gym I'm using here, which was lovely. And I chilled out a little bit and then went to work. So yeah, I can't believe that everything has happened and it's absolutely mental and I'm still trying to get over it myself. So you know, I might just burst into tears right here, right now with how I'm feeling today, but I'll try not to. Anyway, right, so I better talk you through what I'm doing. So I've just grated up some sweet potato. I've got about, I've used about 3/4 of a large sweet potato. So I could tell you grams, but I sort of am just going off what I'm looking at today. But if you do want the recipe for this, I will actually write up amounts and stuff and tell you how I'm making it. So just let me know, comment or something, and I will put this recipe up because it's gonna taste good. So I'm gonna preheat my grill as well. So just turn on the grill, and I've got a nice big pan here. That was a bit dangerous. So I'm just gonna prep the rest of my bits. So I've prepped my sweet potato. I'm gonna prep my parma ham. I'm gonna use about 2 slices of this. Ooh. 2 or 3 maybe. We'll see how they peel off. This is like one of the worst bits when you have to peel off the parma ham and it just crumbles. So just gonna chat. I would love to hear what you guys think of the recipes in my book. Oh my god. Sorry everyone. Yeah, tell me what your favourites are. I've also had loads of questions as well about vegetarian options. That was something that people kept asking me. So yes, if that is something that you asked me, there are lots of vegetarian options in there. But also I think the beauty of it is that you can make things versatile. So even the ones that do have meat in them, I'm sure you can swap for, you know, use the same flavours and a few of the same ingredients, but then also just swap in for like tofu or something else. So they are versatile, and I hope that you can definitely get something from it, because I'd like to think I've tried to make it as accessible as possible for all. She says, waving your knife around again. Right, so I'm just gonna slice my parma ham. I mean, you can use your hands just to tear it. It's pretty simple. Just tear it into little bits. And then I am going to leave that for a bit. I'm gonna cut up my feta. I've just got, I got this from the health food shop as well, because it's my nearest shop. That's really lazy, but this morning I was feeling very sorry for myself, as I've said, and I didn't fancy walking all the way to the like supermarket. So I've been lazy and I've picked it up from there. But yeah, this is my, it says side presser. So I'm going to use about 40 grams, I reckon, of this. Like I said, I don't tend to weigh things out at all, like in the morning. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. Like, nobody really gets their scales out on a day-to-day basis to make things. So seeing as I've made this before, I kind of know how much roughly I need of each ingredient. But you know, if you're making it for the first time, by all means, of course, I will put measurements and stuff into a recipe for you. So I'm just going to cut up some of that. And then I just literally use my hands to crumble into pieces. So this is really fun. I'm actually really enjoying this. I hope you guys are too. I hope this is useful, and I hope you can see what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm really sorry about the fact that I don't have like an expensive film crew and a million people like getting different angles. I literally have my phone and a tripod off eBay, but we'll work with it. It's fine. Hopefully you can kind of get what I'm doing, and I'll talk you through it as much as possible. Right, so I have cut up my parma ham, I've done my feta, I've also got some coriander, which I'm going to put on top, but I'll do that at the end. I am going to now break my eggs, so I'm going to use 4 eggs, and I'm going to break them into a, oh god, this is when you know it's not my kitchen, yes, right. break them into here. So, this is really cool, this kitchen actually. The one thing I do like about it is it's got like a food chute here. So you literally like put food waste and it just goes down into a little thing, which is quite cool. I cannot wait. So obviously I've been on the road for a year. So every week I'm in a different city and every week I'm in a different kitchen. And like you get to kind of know what you like and what you don't like about kitchens. I think that's the best thing about being able to go into people's homes, is that like you can instantly, like you start to get an idea of what you really like in a house and what you don't. And for me, sorry. For me, the kitchen is obviously like the most important place. And sometimes when I've had like last week I was in, 2 weeks ago I was in Ipswich, and this woman had, oh bless her, she was so sweet. She was like, she was 70, and she had this tiny kitchen, like honestly you could barely move, you couldn't get 2 people down it. It was like one of these ones like this, and she had one hob, like one circular hob, and she had an oven that was like, oh my god, I don't even know how many years old it was, but you know, you make it work. Like I made it work, it was fine. But she was just so cute, and she was absolutely fascinated by the fact that I was like coming down and cooking every morning. She was loving it, and she was really sweet. But yeah, I've had some shockers, and I've had some really good places as well. Like this is nice. My flat that I stayed at in Glasgow, I turned up, it was amazing. I turned up and I booked it on Airbnb, and sorry, I'm literally just chatting. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do, but I'm just going to chat to you guys anyway. So I turned up on, I booked it on Airbnb, and I turned up, and the woman was so lovely, and she was like, oh, I hope you don't mind, but we're actually not going to be staying here for the 2 weeks that you're here, and we're going to be staying at my mum's. Do you mind if you have the whole flat to yourself? And I was like, no. So I had this massive flat to myself, on the Great Western Road, which is gorgeous. Most amazing kitchen, like, and I had my birthday in Glasgow as well, which was so good. Yeah, so that was amazing. So, yeah, good things happen. Right, so I've whisked my eggs. I keep chatting. One thing that everyone knows about me is I can talk for England. So if I do ramble on, I'm really sorry. I have a habit of doing it. I'm sorry. So I have, prepped everything. I am going to start by frying off my sweet potato, and I'm going to just add a little bit of salt and pepper to that. So I'm going to put about a bit of coconut oil, which I'm going to cook my omelette in. So that's going to go into the pan. And to be honest, like the thing with this kind of recipe is you can add whatever you want in. Like if you wanted, you could use butternut squash instead of sweet potato. You could use chorizo instead of parma ham, like goat's cheese instead of, like, very, very versatile. So if you're not a fan of feta, switch it up. Don't have what you don't like. Eat food you love. That is my rule of thumb. I'm still getting to grips with using this this cooker. It gets really hot really quickly, so please bear with, and I'll try not to burn anything. But anyway, yeah, so just wait for that to melt for a bit. Strategically placed, lol, gotta do it. Oh no, honestly, I am so proud of it, and so proud of how well it's done. And you guys, oh my god, within the space of it coming out yesterday, I jumped up the Amazon charts, which is amazing. And this morning I was sitting at number 9, which is so cool. And also, I tell you what I'd love you to do, which I haven't said, is if you want to leave me, if you do like the book and you want to leave me a review on Amazon, that would be amazing, and I'd love you for it. So yeah, if you do really like it, then please, leave me a review on Amazon. Just tell me what you thought, what recipes you liked. Yeah, basically, it would be really good to hear your thoughts. Right, so now I am a total klutz and I left the salt and pepper here. So I'm just going to fry off. I'm just going to grab a pepper from here, I'm sorry. I'm just frying off my sweet potato now, and I'm just going to add some pepper. Cool the pan, and a little bit of salt. I'm just going to let this cook for about 2 or 3 minutes, just to cook it off a little bit. Now, yeah, I'm not a chef, so like I hope if Jamie Oliver is watching this, I hope he approves of my cooking methods, because, you know, before I went away to university, which is when I started my whole journey, I had never even like so much as boiled an egg, and my mum can vouch for that. So this has been a real learning process for me in terms of actually like falling in love with food, but also falling in love with cooking, which I have done, and I love to cook, and I'm a feeder as well, so I would always want to cook for people all the time. I love cooking for people, as my mum will probably tell you. She's my #1 Facebook fan, by the way, Instagram fan, sorry, by the way. If you see a person called Sarah commenting on my photos, probably almost every photo she does tend to comment on, that's my mum, and she's my #1 fan. And I call her a keyboard warrior because she literally comments on everything. But I wouldn't have it any other way. It's great. You need your mum to be your #1 fan. Right, so this is just softened up a little bit, and I'm just going to spread it evenly amongst the pan so that it's all kind of spread out. And then I'm going to add my eggs. And just make sure that it's all spread out. Yummy, yummy. So I'm going to let that settle for a bit. And just let the base solidify. Ugh. If there's one thing I have to do when I'm cooking, it's like I have to always wash my hands. I get terribly dry hands because I can't have like dirt on my hands. I don't know why when I'm cooking, I'm like, every time I get something on them, I have to wash them. So yeah. I think the key to a good omelette for me is having a decent pan. Like this is a really good Tefal pan. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I would honestly advise anyone to invest in a good pan, because that's the key to the secret to a good omelette is having a good pan. I'm just going to add a bit more pepper to this. And a little bit more salt as well. And then I'm going to add my Parma ham. So the base is just starting to solidify. So I'm just going to add my Parma ham. Oh guys, I want to eat this right now. And I've already had breakfast. And some dark chocolate because I was, you know, feeling a little bit sorry for myself. I'm really liking this. I'm really sorry to like get excited, but I'm actually loving cooking like and chatting. So I'm definitely going to do this again, maybe tomorrow or the day after. But this is for Jamie's Food Revolution, so today, Jamie, this is for you. But yeah, right, so I'm just putting my Parma ham in. Just looks great. Looking fabulous. Right, and then I'm going to add my feta. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is really upsetting me. I don't think you can. I'm going to have to hold it up for you in a second because it is looking really good, but don't take my word for it. I'll show you it in a second. Right, yeah. Good, good, good. All done. Wash hands. Hygiene is everything, people. Keep the kitchen clean. Right, so while that's just cooking off, I'm gonna just prep my coriander, which I'm gonna sprinkle on top. Just a nice handful, fresh coriander. I'm just gonna chop that, which I'm gonna add to the top in a bit. I'm gonna get my plate ready to put this onto. This is going to be a nice big omelette. Right, I think this is solidified enough for me to be able to show you guys. Oh, yes. So, can you see? Can you see? Can you see? I hope you can. I'm going to leave that for a few more seconds. And then I'm going to pop the whole thing under the grill to cook off the top, which is the easiest way to do an omelette. That's how I do all of my omelettes. I often get asked that, actually, like, how do you cook your omelettes, or how do you get a perfect omelette? Mine always goes to scrambled eggs. Yes, so my top tip is to, it might be the cheats way, but I don't really care, is to, yeah, cook the eggs, whisk the eggs, sorry, cook the bottom, add your toppings, and then pop it under the grill to cook off the top, and then you literally just slide it out onto the plate. It takes the flipping and the folding and all of that out of the equation. So yeah, that is my top tip. We're looking good, we're looking good. I'm going to turn this weird heater off now, and I'm going to pop the whole thing under the grill. And just keep an eye on it. Like, there's not a set time, I don't think. It depends on the strength of your grill. This one is a really hot one, and it's been on for a while, so that's going to take only a few minutes, I think, or even less than that. So yeah, gonna carry on chatting. Yeah, right. Keeping an eye on it, keeping an eye. While I am here, and I have really enjoyed this, it's been really fun. I'm gonna do a tweet today, and so please go on my Twitter, which my Twitter is Alice_LDNM, LDNM that is. And I am going to ask you guys what recipe you want me to do in the next few days, and I promise you I'll come on and cook something awesome and show you how to make it. I hope I'm showing you that cooking is super easy, and it takes, you know, like, I don't know how long I've been live for, but it's not taken me long to make something really nice. This is great, like, for if you've come in from work. Oh, it's looking awesome. If you come in from work and you are, like, starving, and I know about that, and you've had a really long day and you literally can't be bothered to make something, like, long, this is, like, packed full of protein, carbohydrates and fats. You've got all your macronutrients there. It tastes delicious as well, and ultimately it's quick and it's simple, and it's quite similar, actually. I was inspired by my own recipe, actually, for the butternut squash, chili and feta frittata. I'm giving you a sneak peek here, guys. But this is what it was inspired by. So it's a little bit different, but it just shows you, like, same principles, mix up the ingredients. It is super easy to eat well. Trust me. Right, so I'm going to take this out. Just keep an eye on it, because it will. Right. Oh my god, I actually don't know if this is going to fit on my plate. If you guys can see that, it's looking awesome. I don't think I've got a plate big enough. I'm, like, panicking. This is going to be massive on my plate. Right, slide it out. Oh my god, it just about fits. Super omelette. Yeah. Right. I am so chuffed to bits with how this has gone. It's looking awesome. Just add some coriander on the top. Woohoo! Right, this is easy, simple. Yes. I was worried it was going to be like some epic fail today, so I'm really glad it hasn't been. This is my easy, simple sweet potato, parma ham and feta omelette, topped with coriander. So I will just chat you through again basically what I did, because it might have been a little bit haphazard, but I won't be too long because I'm going to eat this. No, I'm joking. Sorry, the phone is ringing here and it's not my house, so I'm not going to answer it, but yeah. Right, let me get rid of that. So, oh, that's got stuff on it. That's fixed. Right, anyway, right, so I'm just going to chat you through what I did to make this yumminess. It's worth saying as well, like, something like this, if you make it in the morning and take it to work, you can literally fold that, put it into a Tupperware, simple. But yeah, so I started by grating about 3/4 of a large sweet potato, just using a standard grater. I then took my parma ham. I used 2.5 slices roughly, or 2 to 3 slices of Parma ham, and I just sliced or tore that into little bits. I then had about 40 grams of feta, but you can use more or less, or a different cheese if you want. And then I used 4 eggs, and just broke the eggs, whisked them all together, and then I got my pan. I heated a bit of coconut oil, so roughly about, I use about, I don't know, half a teaspoon usually, maybe a little bit more, and heated that and fried off the sweet potato first. So just until it softens, I literally left it maybe a minute to 2 minutes until it's a little bit cooked. Then I added the eggs, so pour them in. Make sure that your sweet potatoes spread out amongst the pan before you pour the eggs in so that it disperses evenly. I'm standing here on one leg, by the way, guys. I do some weird things. Yeah, so make sure your sweet potato is spread out evenly amongst the pan so it disperses. Pour the eggs in, season, just literally salt and pepper, but you can add in chili flakes, you can add in, you could use garlic in this, you could use, add some red onion in there for a bit of flavour. Yeah, it's so versatile. After that, when the base started to solidify a little bit and you could see that everything was coming together, I placed the Parma ham on top. I then added my feta, which I just crumbled with my hands. I then let it cook for max 2 minutes, just to let the base solidify and for it to cook properly. And I put the whole pan under a hot grill, and left it just to cook off the top. So as you can see, it's nicely browned off on the top and it's all cooked. And yeah, that was that. And then I got some fresh coriander, literally chopped up, added it on top. You could add, in fact I've got some here, the Munchie seeds. This isn't an advert by the way, I promise, but this is what I use, the Omega sprinkle, and you can add some toasted seeds. These are like, they come ready toasted. It says a mix of savoury roasted sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, hulled hemp, sesame seeds, rape seeds, blah blah blah. But they're awesome and they taste really good, and they're nice little handy packets. So you can add some of those on top too. In fact, I'm going to do that because it looks great. And then, yeah, that was it. Simple. I really hope you guys have found this useful. I hope you've enjoyed me just chatting away in my Diggs kitchen, which isn't my kitchen, I must say. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I am definitely going to do this again because it's been fun. Really good fun, actually. I've really enjoyed it. I just wanted to say another massive thank you to everyone that has ordered my book and that is giving me the most wonderful and amazing feedback. That's making me want to burst into tears every time I read it. And a big love to Jamie Oliver for inviting me to do this exciting opportunity for his Food Revolution Day. It's absolutely awesome what he's doing with the campaign. I think he's incredible, and I think his ethos and his ambition and his mission to really kind of mix things up and get people to really overhaul their way of eating and incorporate healthy habits into their lifestyle is amazing, and it's something I definitely believe in too. And yeah, I am going to do this again very soon, so please tune in. I'm going to be putting a picture of this up on my Instagram, so stay tuned, and I will put up the recipe if you guys want it. So yeah, let me know and I will put that up for you guys, and you can try it yourselves and let me know how you get on. My book, this is a cheeky plug, but you've got to do it. And I know no one's asked me to do this, but I've got to. My book is available on Amazon. It has got 80 recipes in here, as well as workouts for you to do at home. I am so passionate about food, about making people, or encouraging people, sorry, to eat well, and that eating healthily doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg, for one, and for two, doesn't have to take hours and hours of time. So yeah, it is available on Amazon. It's also, there's an awesome promotion at the moment in Sainsbury's where you can win a whole outfit from Active in Style, which is really cool. So if you can get down to Sainsbury's, that's the competition that they're running with them. And it's also got £5 off in WH Smith's at the moment. So if you want a cheeky bargain, head down to your WH Smith's. Please tag me in any photos you make from the book, any recipes you try. I will absolutely show them some love, and I can't wait to see what you guys are making. And like I said before as well, if you do like the book, if you would leave me a review, on Amazon, that would be amazing, and I'd be really, really grateful. So yeah, that is me. Thank you so much, Jamie. Hashtag food revolution, and I'm gonna go and eat this now. So enjoy. See you later.